quiet, listen carefully. There are things that are not spoken with the mouth, but with the spirit. And now, at this very moment, something is moving inside you. It's not imagination, it's response. A presence surrounds you, calls you by name, awakens you from within. Because yes, this message will change your life. And it is not a made-up phrase, it is not exaggeration, it is spiritual truth. It was sent from above, with precision, with urgency, and with love. Because heaven is in a hurry to see you whole. I have seen how much you have endured in silence. I saw your prayers muffled by the pillow, that is okay, that hides the fatigue of those who have thought of giving up so many times. You have always been strong, but too much strength also tires. And I came to tell you, you can rest now. There is an invisible lap waiting for you. There are eternal arms stretched out towards you. You no longer have to pretend that everything is under control. Heaven has already taken over. The battle you are facing is not ordinary. Neither is the pressure. You were lifted up to something so big, so out of the ordinary, that the processes came more intense. And even without understanding, you remained. Even crying, you served. Even tired, you loved it. And that is why there is honor being released over your life. The fidelity you have kept in secret will be celebrated in public. Because the Father does not forget those who remain. The time of waiting was also the time of preparation. While you thought you were standing still, heaven was building you up inside. It wasn't delay, it was foundation. God was putting deep roots in you so that when the wind of promise came, you would endure without falling. Everything in you has been shaped with detail, with patience, with vision. And now, the time has come to bloom. You carry something rare. A gift, an anointing, a sensitivity that frightens even you. But what is in you is not exaggeration, it is not excess, it is purpose. God has entrusted you with the ability to feel what others ignore. You see beyond, perceive beyond, touch wounds that no one else sees. This is not burden, it is cold. And the more you give yourself to this gift, the more heaven moves in your favor. Today heaven sent me with a key, a word, a revelation, an activation. And the key is this: you are not late. Everything is within the right time. The clock of heaven never fails. Even though it seems long, it is coming. Even if no one sees it, it is growing. And you will be surprised by a new time that will not come with noise, but with peace. Peace will be the sign that the time has come. You are the answer to many people's pain. There are hearts waiting for your voice. There are lives that will be restored just because you dared not give up. Your story will heal other stories. His process was not for nothing. What you have won will give you the authority to lift others up. Do not be ashamed of what you have experienced. Every scar on you is proof that hell tried and failed. Stop shrinking. Stop trying to fit into small places. You were born to fly high, and the one who flies inevitably moves away from the one who prefers to crawl. Don't apologize for growing up. Don't hide your light to comfort those who are bothered by your brightness. You were made to be a reference, to be a beacon. There are crowds in the dark waiting for your light. There are things you need to leave behind. Not out of pride, but out of purpose. Heaven will not force, but it will show you. And when the time comes, and it is coming, it will hurt like goodbye, but it will heal like liberation. God will take you out of some cycles to put you in destinations. And when you look back, you won't miss it, you'll feel gratitude. Because what's coming is much bigger. You have been trained in the occult. While no one saw, God taught you how to fight. While mocking, He strengthened you. You learn to listen to the invisible, to discern with the Spirit, to trust even when everything screamed otherwise. This is spiritual maturity. And now, this learning will be your differential. While many are still distracted, you are already ready. The time of scarcity is coming to an end. I say with authority, a new flow is opening over you. Not just financial, but emotional, spiritual, relational. A cycle of renewal, of fullness. You won't just survive, you'll overflow. You will live days you didn't even dare to dream. Because when God restores, He does more than expected. Calm your mind. Not everything needs to be solved now. There are things that heaven has already solved for you while you slept. The spiritual battle was won before you even realized you were fighting. And now, it's just a matter of time before the fruits start to appear. What used to be a desert will become a garden. And you will walk lightly, with direction, with purpose. You will feel the signs. They will come in detail, a name that repeats, a number that pops up, a sensation that burns in the chest. It's no coincidence. It's heaven whispering, I'm here, I'm with you, go on. The sensitivity you have will be even sharper. What once confused you will now lead you. You are not lost, you are being guided. Get ready for divine connections. People aligned with your purpose will begin to emerge. They will come with peace, with honor, with recognition. And you will notice the difference. There will be no games, there will be no effort. Just fluidity. Because when God sends, He also sustains. And the right alliances will be bridges, not anchors. Don't doubt yourself anymore. Everything you need has already been deposited within you. Now just wake up. Heaven does not err in the choice of who calls. And He called you, not by your strength, but by your surrender. You said yes even without guarantees, and it touched the heart of God. Now, it comes with the confirmations. You will be lifted up in places you never thought you would be. But when you get there, don't be surprised. Just remember what you're hearing now. You are not intrusive. You belong. You are called to reign. Where you step, there is a spiritual mark being left. And where there is His presence, there will be healing, there will be peace, there will be transformation. Stay strong. Even if everything around seems contrary, believe me, heaven works behind the scenes. When it seems like nothing is happening, it will be the moment when everything is being aligned. God acts in the invisible before manifesting in the visible. And soon, you will see with your own eyes what you already believe with your heart. Remember, when you doubt yourself, look at who chose you. Heaven does not invest in lost causes. And you, woman, are an eternal investment. There are promises about your life that will not be frustrated. And no force of this world can stop what heaven has already sealed. You are called. You are loved. You are marked to live the impossible. Everything you have spent so far will not be in vain. Every pain will be converted into testimony. Every tear will be transformed into harvest. Each loss will be re-signified in victory. You will understand that everything cooperated, even what seemed punishment. God writes right by lines that we are still learning to read. So take that message as a game changer. After today, nothing will be like before. Something has ignited in you, and nothing can extinguish it. You are in transition, and soon you will experience transformation. What has begun now is just the beginning, and I still have more to tell you. Stay tuned, for that voice will continue to echo in the days ahead until you see yourself living out all that was promised. Do you feel it? That gentle warmth that has taken hold of your chest, that deeper breath, that shiver that has come for no apparent reason. Is heaven touching you now? It is as if a memory that you did not remember begins to awaken. There is something ancient about you, a promise that has crossed time and is being activated at this hour. You are being awakened to a time that has already been prophesied. And what will come will be so intense that not even the past will be able to recognize you. It doesn't matter how many doors are closed. It doesn't matter who turned their back or how many no's you've collected so far. What matters is that from now on you are in front of a portal. And this is not a physical portal, but a spiritual one. An opening that will take you to a new dimension of consciousness, of faith, of fulfillment. You are crossing an invisible boundary between what was and what will be. And on the other side, everything will be new. There is a promise that was stuck in time, as if it had been shelved by the universe itself. But now, she's been released. The heavens have decreed, the time has come. What seemed forgotten is coming back to the fore with doubled force. And you'll notice it in the details. A prayer that will be answered too quickly, an old dream that will resurface with intensity, a desire that will come back with renewed purpose. You always felt you were different, not out of pride, but out of intuition. From an early age, there was in you a perception beyond the ordinary. You felt out of place in shallow environments, bothered by empty conversations, tired of purposeless relationships. And all this was preparation. The nuisance was a sign that you were made for depth. You are part of a plan that requires strong roots and wide wings. There's something you need to know. What you call failure, heaven has called realignment. Nothing got out of hand. God's hand has never lost the thread of his story. Even when you felt lost, the spiritual compass was guiding you. The longest way was the most necessary. Every turn, every break, every restart. It's all brought you here, to the exact point where the turn begins. You don't need any more external confirmations. What is being born in you does not depend on anyone's validation.
The time to wait for permission is over.
Now is the time to take a stand. The spiritual world already recognizes his authority. The next step is for you to recognize it as well. When you truly believe in the strength you carry, the chains that bind you will break like paper. There are destinations that open only when you decide to leave the place. And this is what is happening now. Your feet may not have moved yet, but your mind and spirit have already taken the first step. You will feel it in the coming days, different desires, uncontrollable desires to change, to get rid of weights, to reorganize.
Ubi diese impulses.
It is heaven reprogramming your internal system. You are entering a time when everything that is false will fall. People, feelings, projects, masks. Everything that is not grounded in truth will be undone.
Don't be scared.
This is not destruction, it is revelation. Heaven is clearing the ground to plant something eternal in you. And when this planting begins, you will understand why you had to lose what seemed essential. You will be sought. People who have ignored you before will remember your name. The favor that is being released upon your life will open up unlikely paths. It's not vanity, it's destiny. Because when God decides to exalt someone, there is no human structure that can stop it. And what he will do in you will be visible. There will be witnesses. Heaven will make a point of showing that it has chosen you. This is a time when your sensitivity will turn to direction. You will not feel just to feel. You will feel to decide, to guide, to discern. Your intuition will be your compass.
And the more you obey the subtle touches, the faster the promises will come true. The sky is narrowing the way.
There will be no more room for distractions. You will be surprised by answers that will come in silence. No announcement, no fanfare, no warning. Suddenly, what seemed far away will knock on your door. And when it happens, do not doubt. Don't think it's too good to be true. It's true. What comes from God is not small. He prepares something so complete, so perfect, that it seems like a dream, but it will come true. You are being healed now. Healed from things I didn't even know still hurt. There are wounds that were masked by the strength you learned to demonstrate. But heaven doesn't just want you to survive. He wants to see you free, whole. You will notice this healing in your sleep, in your relationships, in your reactions. You will notice that where there was pain, there is now peace. It's time to unlock your voice. That voice that you have swallowed so many times not to bother, not to lose people, not to sound too much. But the time has come to express yourself without fear. Your voice is a divine tool. His speech carries liberation. What comes out of your mouth has spiritual weight. And when you understand this, you will begin to release words that open doors and break down walls. You will stop chasing after what is not yours. What is for you will find you, will recognize you. He'll call you. Effort will cease and give way to flow. Because true blessing doesn't require exhaustion, it requires surrender. And you've given yourself up for so long to what wasn't worth it. Now it's time to reap what really matters. Heaven is teaching you to walk with purpose. Your every step from now on will be guided. Even when it doesn't seem logical, it will be strategic. You will be positioned in places where your presence will be response. Nothing else will be in vain. Even casual encounters will make sense. Because you have entered a new time, and in that time, nothing is by chance. There are promises being accelerated. What would take years will be solved in weeks. What seemed impossible will be unlocked with a single word.
Get ready to witness miracles out of the ordinary.
Your life will become a sign for other people. They will look at you and ask, "How did this happen?" And you will answer with a smile, "It was God." You will feel a new courage being born, a boldness that you don't know where it comes from, but it does. Because the shyness that held you back will be replaced by authority. You will speak with conviction, walk with poise, dream of freedom. And the fears that have accompanied you for so long will lose their strength. Because now you are starting to see who you really are. You have access to high places, not because of your name, but because of the name you carry within you. Where your feet could not enter naturally, your essence will make way. It's not about social standing, it's about spiritual positioning. You are being repositioned.
And the place where God will put you, no one can take away.
And if at any time you think about stepping back, remember what you have already overcome.
Remember the nichts when no one is away. The times when only you and God kne the pain you carried.
It was not in vain. You came here with marks, yes, but also with weapons.
And now you are no longer a survivor. You are a warrior ready to conquer. Keep listening.
Stay open. There are still revelations coming. The sky is still blowing. And what's been said so far, it's just the beginning. Deep gratitude, woman of purpose, for having opened your heart and remained here. Every word you received wasn't just reading, it was activation. The sky moved as you read. Something has been unlocked, healed, renewed within you. And I, as a heavenly messenger, rejoice that I have fulfilled my role, to touch your soul with truths that were already written on the eternal pages of your destiny. If this message has found an echo in your spirit, confirm receipt by entering the number 555. This number is not just any number, it is a heavenly code that represents the presence of angels, divine alignment and confirmation that you are on the right path. He is the sign that you have heard, and heaven has heard you too. Now I invite you with love, join us on this channel. Sign up, activate the notifications bell, and walk with us on this spiritual journey. Here, each message is more than content. It is divine breath, it is direction, it is food for your soul.
Do not disconnect.
There are more revelations coming, more answers, more activations that heaven wants to release upon your life. Stay tuned for the next videos. The messages of the angels will continue to be sent with prophetic precision. And if you are sensitive, attentive, and connected, it will be impossible not to notice the signs. You have been called, marked, and separated. Now it's just the beginning. See you in the next message.
My the light continue to guide you. 555